All right. What do I mean by my own starlight? I was just up in my room making instrumental, and when we look for other people to be our light for us, when we're looking for the world to shine its light on us and it doesn't happen, we think that it's the world's fault. We think that it's somehow everybody else's fault with everything that's going on in the world. And here's how I see it. See, today, selfism, and when you say things like me and my, people start seeing it as like you're this kind of narcissistic person that's just all about yourself. But what I would tell everybody, really think about it. I mean, it really is about you. It's about me. It's about each person. Like, we can't live anybody else's life. I can't. Well, maybe I can. Maybe I can brighten up someone's day. And maybe you can brighten up someone's day. Maybe you can do that. But I would say at the end of the day, we are all our own starlight, because we decide how we are going to go about the day. We decide if we're going to make a choice to go left or right. We decide kind of, in a way, how our attitude is, in a way. Now, with health problems and things like I have going on with myself, sometimes it's hard to just be myself and be comfortable in my own body, because I do have a couple health things going on that I'm going to the doctors for. But I know at the end of the day, the light that shines from me, my own starlight, is I have to do that myself. I have to be my own light. There's nobody out here in the world that is coming to do anything for anyone. This is one of the biggest delusions that I think most people have, and I know that I had for myself. Like, my whole life, I just thought that somebody was gonna come, like this beautiful woman was just gonna come out of nowhere and sweep me off my feet. Or someone was gonna come and go, hey, I heard that you do music, and I want you to make a platinum record for me, and I'll pay you $50,000 or $100,000. It doesn't work like that. That's not the way that this works. And we have this conception in our heads that someone is coming to save the day, that the world is going to save you, or you can save it, or you can save people. You can do certain things for people. You can help feed people. You can give people drink. You can give people home, shelter, clothing. But you cannot give anybody what their attitude is going to be for the day. You can't give anybody the choice to be either in a good mood or a bad mood. And there's, like I said, with me, there's reasons why I'm in a bad mood when I get in a bad mood. There's reasons why I'm in a good mood when I'm in a good mood. And when I'm in a good mood, I do good mood videos. And when I'm in a bad mood, I do bad mood videos. This is why I say my channel is never about just one particular thing. It's going to be all over the place, It's going to be all over the place, because that's the kind of person I am. I can never be just one thing. I can't go by one set plan, or, oh, Nate, you gotta be this way for today, and like I already have my life planned out. I don't live my life like that. I live my life in the moment. I live my life the way that I feel right now. That is what I'm going to talk about. That is what I'm going to discuss. That's what I'm going to speak about. And, I wasn't really doing anything. I said, well, let me go out here and take a walk and do a video just to blow some time, just so that I can get some things off my mind, so that I can get through the day, you know, so I can keep my mind occupied and keep my mind busy. Because being up in a small room like I'm in, you know, you can go a little bit crazy up there. And it happens with me sometimes when I'm not in my good moods and I'm kind of in my places where I don't feel as good. Then it's like I don't like being isolated as much. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being in a room all day. But when I'm in a good mood and I'm feeling good health-wise and there's nothing going on, I can sit in a little room for days and weeks and months at a time and not leave. But it's not always like that, you know? I'm someone that can go for very long periods of time isolated or away from people, and I can be on my own for long periods of time. But then out of nowhere, my mind starts doing whatever it does, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta go blow off some steam here. I have to talk to somebody. I have to make some music. I have to upload something. I have to do a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do something. It's like, who cares what other people are telling you and I what they think about things? Even what I think about stuff, it's irrelevant to you. It's just me talking what I have to talk. I'm just talking my shit and spitting my game. You know, like people that, if you have certain types of things that you have to do, or you have to somehow believe in something, or you have to go by some type of ritual every day, or you have to go by some planned schedule or something. Look, that is your life, and that is what you have to do for yourself. You know, this is what I mean by us judging each other. It's so stupid, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be with you, I'm gonna be with me, she's gonna be with her, they're going to be with them. You know what I'm saying? The person down the street is gonna go to work and they're gonna be there. It's like this judging thing, it just becomes something that is completely, there's no need for it anymore. It's like, just talk about the stuff you have to talk about, get stuff off of your chest, no matter what you gotta say, and let it be what it is. It's like, there's really no need to really follow up after you do these types of things. You know, I always think that I didn't do enough, or something didn't get done, or I didn't do it quite right. And that's ridiculous. That's completely ridiculous. I'm just a human being doing what I do, you know? I'm just another guy walking down the street and doing a video. I'm just another person driving by in a car. I'm just another bird that's flying around. I'm just another tree in the ground here. You know, it's like, we need to quit taking things so seriously, and I do too. But then again, it's like, don't let things go too much. You know what I'm saying? Basically, my whole message is, be responsible to yourself and have limits on what you're doing, so that you don't overdo stuff, or you don't underdo things, and you don't do enough for yourself. That's basically what it's about. If everybody could be responsible for themselves, and each one of us could go through the day and we weren't hurting anyone, we weren't killing, we weren't stealing, we weren't raping, pillaging, doing anything bad to another person, then you and I can do whatever we want to do. There is nothing wrong with anything. There is nothing wrong with anything. See, this is why I've been on this tip lately with, it's really hard to explain to y'all, because most people are not going to understand what I mean when I say these things. But I was once very religious, and I was in the Holy Bible. I did my rituals, I prayed, and I still do pray from time to time. See, that people would go, oh, well, what are you? Are you religious or are you not religious? Are you spiritual or are you not spiritual? Do you believe in something or do you not believe in something? This is completely irrelevant to what is going on in my life. If I have to do whatever I have to do in my alone time, then that is what I have to do for myself. As long as I'm not forcing that upon anybody, as long as I am not saying, look, you have to do what I'm doing, you have to believe what I believe, you have to go by, you have to live by, you have to learn, you have to live, you gotta be what I am. This is where I start having big problems. And it's like, your business is not my business, and my business is not anybody else's. So where do we draw the line here with stuff? But see, I've been in this phase where I don't need religion anymore. I don't need spirituality anymore. I already went on that treadmill. I've already ran that race. I've already, evangelized. I've already preached to people. I already prayed for people. I've already did the whole church thing. I already did the whole going out in the street thing. I already did a lot of these things. And I still even have I don't know the word I want to use. I have some kind of fascination for Jesus Christ, and I have some kind of fascination for certain types of cults, and I have a fascination for like everything in this life. It isn't just one thing. I have a fascination for everything, but I don't believe most of this stuff. You see, I believe in reality. I believe in realism. I believe that what do I have to do for myself today in order to feel the best for myself? And then we don't want to call ourselves hedonists. Come on, this is ridiculous. Every single person out there, they are hedonists. They want to feel as good as they possibly can. They want to derive pleasure from things. Why do you think we eat the stuff that we eat, and we have sex, and we drink sodas, and we go to parties, and we sleep in comfortable beds? It's all hedonism. Let's not be in denial here. I think a lot of people are just in denial of what they know that they're not and what they know that they are. They're just in denial. They're not willing to say, this is my nature. They're not willing to expose their own nature. And this is something that kind of, for myself, it upsets me. It angers me in a way, because I realize people are not really being authentic and genuine with themselves. They're not really saying, look, I'm a man, so I like me a set of titties and I like me a big plump ass. You can't help that. That is your nature. And it's like, there's so many other examples I can give you, but I'm not going to sit here and just keep giving examples. But it's like, the only things that matter anymore are our health. What are you doing with yourself, and how are you treating other people when you're around them? This is really all that matters. Is like, if you're not hurting anybody and you're not out to get people, and you're living your life the best way that you can, and you're doing whatever you do. You can do whatever you do as long as you're not hurting, as long as you're not raping, pillaging. Like I said, if you're being responsible for yourself, you can do and start anything you want to. And I won't lie, I kind of have this thing in my head, because see, I don't bullshit myself. I would really like to start my own kind of community. I would like to start building my own huts or houses and have my own water supply, my own crops and stuff like that. And I would like to have my own little community of people. Now, other people would call it a cult. But see, there wouldn't be this thing where I'm preaching religion to people or I'm going by some kind of belief system and all this. No, it is a community of realism. It's a community of us being brutally honest with ourselves and actually, doing the things that we have to do and encouraging the next person to be what they really want to be and to be their best while they're on this earth. It's like, but people, they put all these labels to it. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to do these things because people are still indoctrinated. People are still brainwashed. People are still conditioned with a bunch of stuff. And this is why what I would kind of go for, it would be very hard because I know that there's only a few people out there that are willing to let everything go and not go by any book, not go by any type of way that man has said you have to be. There's no reason to do that. There's no reason to do that at all. And see, people hear the words like rebellion and being a rebel and an outcast and a black sheep and someone that wants to start their own little thing. Everybody will always call it a cult or will say you're a cultive personality or you want to control people and all this. I don't want to control anybody at all. I want people to do what people do. I want people to live their own lives. I want people to do the best for themselves above all. See, this is why I say we are our own starlight, because only you can make the best out of your life while you can. Only you can treat yourself right. Only you can eat right for yourself. Only you can do whatever I'm talking about. Only you can do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. This is what we can't get this in our heads, because the way that we've been brought up is to depend on a lot of other people. And I'm not saying that there's times where you have to, like, I gotta go to the store to get food tomorrow. Yes, I have to depend on some people, but I'm talking about our thinking. I'm not talking about physical things. I'm not talking about our needs. I'm talking about things that we think mentally, things that we think psychologically, things that we think that we have to go by, that we have to live by, that are kind of keeping us stuck. They're keeping us in this mode of living where we will never go outside of what we think in our heads. And most people just can't seem to understand this. They can't seem to grasp what I'm getting at here when I do these videos and when I talk. Because, like I said, I am not trying to control anybody. I want people to be as free as possible. I want a man to choose what he wants to do with a woman or with his life, and I want a woman to choose what she wants to do with a man or whatever, and what they want to do with their lives. And I encourage people to be what they want to be, because what else are we here for? What else are we here for? To go by some strict set of rules where there's no need for, see, once you and I can be responsible for ourselves, once you and I know our limitations and we know when we're taking things either too far or we're not doing enough, you don't need rules anymore. You don't need that kind of stuff. You don't need a set thing of laws in front of you, because the law has been broken in a way where you don't need the law anymore. You don't need rules anymore, because you know that you are just somebody that you want to survive. You want to do what you need to do to survive, and you want to do the best for yourself, be responsible for yourself, and treat others how you would want others to treat you. It's so easy. It's so simple. But yet the way this is set up, I think it's just all wrong. I think it's all wrong. And I'm not going to get into every single detail and all this, because I'd be here forever. You know, it'd be like a whole series for me to describe what is wrong with this thing. And I don't know. It's really hard to understand what I mean, but basically, if I had a choice and I had the materials to do it, I would go somewhere, I would build some huts, I would plant some food, I would get my own water filtration system, I would start my own thing. Kind of like Osho's thing. But see, people right away, they call Osho a cult. They call him some money guru and all this. See, I don't care about the money part, even though you need money in this system to buy things. You can't escape that. You can't get away from this. Even people that are living out in the middle of nowhere, they have to have money. They have to rely on something. There's very few people that have their own things, because what are you going to do if you need matches? What are you going to do if you need a lighter? What are you going to do if you need gas? What are you going to do if you need fresh water and you don't have a water filtration system? What are you going to do if you need, all these things that only this thing is producing, warehouses and other thing? Where are you going to get this stuff? Let's be real here. I hear a lot of people talking about, this and talking about that and talking down on this and then speaking highly of something else. Do we really understand what we're saying when we're speaking, y'all? I mean, just really question what you're saying to yourself. Because I don't think we understand what we're saying to ourselves all the time when we're saying this kind of stuff. But that's what I would do. And I would want to say, look, I will be your teacher. I will be your mentor. I will be the one that will be there for you. I will be the one that because I have a vision for this thing, and it has nothing to do with any kind of cult or anything like that. I've always wanted to do this with my life. I've always wanted to be the one that guided my people. I've always wanted to be the one, kind of like Moses, that set my people free. I've always wanted to be this. I wanted to teach people. I wanted to help people get along in their lives. I wanted people to feel as though they could come to me like I would never lead them astray. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't do that for myself. So why would I do that for another person if I wouldn't do it for me? And you heard my videos. You heard my channel the last couple years. I'm not going to change up with the things I'm saying. Whatever I'm saying, that is what that's how I really am. And that's what I would really want to do. So it's hard to explain. I can't sit here and talk about all of it right now. It would just be for me to explain what I really mean. And you know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain. But I would never want to control people. I would never want to tell people what to do. People would be free to do what they want. People would be free to say, to speak, to live the way they want, as long as they're not causing problems for other people. See what I'm saying? As long as people ain't causing problems for other people and they're not doing something to hurt someone else, then it doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter what they're doing. Those are the only important things, is if they're not taking care of themselves and they're not being responsible for themselves, then guess what? they're someone that cannot be a part of any type of community because they can't even take care of themselves. You understand what I mean? If any of this would ever happen, it's like, right now it's kind of like a pipe dream, but I don't see it like that. If I had the materials and I had a way to do this, I would do it. I would do it because I want to get out of this. I want to get, even though I know I can't escape from it all, I want to just get out of this situation that I'm in. I don't want to be in this situation anymore. I got way more stuff that I want to do with my life than this. And I know this may seem weird or off topic, but it all relates to what I'm saying. And see, I'm not going to lie to you. See, other people, they'll connive and they'll try to trick you and they'll play all these little games. I'm not playing games with people. I'm being dead ass serious. It's kind of like a family. I want to start my own family of people. And I want to be the one that guides my people. I want to be the one that not tells people what to do, but when they have a problem, they can come to me and I can be, someone to speak to. I can, say, look, we'll get through this together, but I can't get involved with anyone's personal stuff because that's not my life. That's their life, And it's so damn loud out here. There's so many of these loud cars and stuff. See, I have nowhere to really do this without being intruded upon. I really have nowhere to go to really do what I really want to do. And I mean, that's cool. It's whatever, but it would be so nice to just have my own spot to record. And I know there wouldn't be these loud noises and I don't have to come out right next to a highway here. Look at this. I'm right next to a highway. Look at this. Right next to it. And this is, there's nowhere else to go. There's no other place that's lit up. My car doesn't have a light in it. So it makes it kind of hard to do these videos right now. And that's kind of discouraging because I don't feel like I'm free. I don't feel like I'm absolutely free yet. And something has happened. I'm not going to say what has happened, but there has been a turn of events from someone in my family dying, and now it kind of changed my circumstances somewhat. So now I'm twisted on what to do. I'm twisted on what is my next step. Where do I want to go from here? What move do I want to make? Now, I'm not thinking about it too much, but I'm going to have to make a decision here soon because I don't know if I want to be here anymore. This just isn't the place for me. You know what I'm saying? I'll know when I know, like, okay, this is where I kind of want to be. And that's not how I feel being here. But I'm grateful, though. I'm thankful for this place, you see? And I would tell everybody, remember to be thankful for stuff. It doesn't sound like a lot, but remember to be thankful for what you got. Even if you don't like your circumstance, even if you're going through a hard time or you hate your job or whatever you're going through, just remember to be grateful and thankful for things. It can help you a lot. Because I know it does for me. But yeah, I guess I'll end the video there. But like I said, y'all, there's nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to be your own light or to shed light upon what you might need to shed light upon in your own life. There's nobody coming. There is no Superman. And you can't save the world. You can't save people. I can't save people. We are all slowly, right when we're born, we're all slowly dying. We're all going away from this place right when we're born. This is just the cold hard facts. This is reality, and I speak reality to you. I don't speak some, whatever in my head. I don't do that. I'm a realist, and I'm a brutally honest person. I'm not going to bullshit people, and that's how I am. And when I do my videos and stuff and I do my music, that's just me having fun, It's just me moving and grooving and doing what I have to do in the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't ever take what I do literally or seriously. It's just me having fun. It's just me blowing off time. It's just me letting off steam and getting stuff off my chest. It's just me being me and, getting through the day. So I'm not thinking about things that will get me messed up or bring me down or keep me in a bad spot. So that's what I do. I have fun with what I'm doing, and it's just doing something. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. It's just a quick video out here. I got to take a walk anyway. I'm not, like I said, sitting up in this room all day. I don't know. You just got to do what you got to do, that's all. So I will let y'all go. Thanks for watching. Do what you got to do for you. You're your own starlight. So remember that. The light is not going to come from any other source but yourself. Others might be able to help you a bit, and they might be able to tell you some things, but at the end of the day, you're going to be left with you. That's all there is. That's all there is to it, And it's hard to say, and this might seem offensive to some people, but not even your own family, your own friends, the people you're closest to, they can maybe, they can be there for you to vent. They can be there for you so you don't isolate and you can talk about things. But at the end of the day, you're going to be with yourself. So that's why I would say start learning how to like yourself. Start learning how to metaphorically love yourself. Start learning how to accept yourself. Start looking at yourself and saying, look, this is my nature. This is how I am. This is who I am. I can't help who I am. I can't help how I look. This is how I was born. This is how I came into this world. I came from this world. So let me accept who I am, no matter how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling down or I'm feeling up, or I'm in a bad spot, or I'm feeling great or on top of the world. I think a lot of us are running from this, and we're running and we're denying, and we're in denial. And I can't be in denial anymore with people. I'm sorry. I can't be in denial with you. I can't be in denial with them. These people, anybody. I just can't be in denial. I have to be honest with myself and actually say it how it is. So be your own starlight. Later.